Yeah, it's not that uncommon. There's a big word for it that I don't actually know by heart. And so you and I are going to call it social anxiety. And believe me, I know social anxiety more than a lot of things that I have known in my life. I know social anxiety. Just like even in school, walking down the hallway, like I don't know if you guys have ever like in grade school like actually had to walk single file line. When you've got 20 kids all walking in a straight line one behind the other, they're all like pretty much all of them are going to be watching each other walk. You're going to have the kid in the very front that's not going to have anybody to watch, and you're going to have the kid at the very back that's not going to have anybody watching them. But everybody in between, there's somebody watching somebody that you're watching. And so at any point in time, if I was ever in that line, I was freaking out because somebody was judging the way that I walked. It didn't matter if they actually were or not. To me, they were. During my graduation, oh my goodness, the level of fright I felt walking across that stage. I don't think I even looked up from the floor. Like, and I could just sit here and go on and on and on. Like, even just in my day to day life, like going to the grocery store, like, if I go to a store, and yes, this is real life examples. If I go to the store, say I want, say I want to get a cherry soda or something, and I go in and everywhere that I look, the only things I can find are like cream soda or the original flavor or strawberry or something like that, purely because of the fact that I don't want to ask them to make sure that they don't have anything in the back, and the fact that I don't want them to think that I'm stealing something or anything like that. I will go out of my way to get a drink that I don't want just to go up and pay for it and try my best not to have to actually talk to them because, you know, I'm not going to say anything more than like, "Hey, okay, bye." Like I'm rarely going to say more than just that generic, amount of conversation. Like I'm not literally just going to say hi and bye. Like I'm going to say, "Hi, how are you?" or, "Okay, have a great day." I'm going to at least add something to it, but like talking to other people for me is a big issue. And like even in my videos, and I know that I edit around it so much that you guys probably never notice. I only actually will record by the like smoking area at work on the weekend because the truckers can't come into the parking lot right there on the weekend. During the weekdays, if at any point in time I'm out there by the table recording a video or anything, there are truckers that can see me. And so, to avoid them being able to see me and thinking that I'm weird for recording a video, I will go around the corner and hide. And that's why a lot of times you'll see just a couple of metal walls and a corner, and you guys are probably just sitting there like, where even is he at? Yeah, I'm hiding around the corner so truckers can't see me and judge me for doing YouTube. I am that level of social anxiety. So if you have some major social anxiety stories like that and you want to share them, please share them down below. I am somebody that is going to understand where you're coming from, is going to understand that fear, and I am just going to sit there right along with you and probably like just tell stories back and forth in the comments. And I love when I get people that do that kind of stuff because I I love that there's so many people that I can connect to about stuff like this. Like I personally spent a long period of my life thinking that I was just some kind of outlier in society, thinking that nobody out there ever experienced social anxiety or, just a fear of walking into a public space the way that I did. And there are, like, all over the place, so many people. Um, quick example that actually just popped in my head. I went to a graduation one time. Uh, a few years after I graduated, a friend of mine invited me to go to a graduation. I can't even remember who was graduating, but I went, and like it was inside of the Coliseum down here that we have, and it seats something like 20,000 people when completely full. And I could not, for the life of me, walk out there because there wasn't any kind of major like adult group or anything like that. Like I say, this was just a couple years after I graduated. I was still 19, maybe 20. Wasn't really, was at that age where, I'm an adult, but, I'm not an adult. Like I think I'm an adult, but realistically I'm not. I was kind of at that age, but because of the level of anxiety that I constantly felt, I didn't think that I was an adult yet. In my mind, I'm still like 12. I'm not ready for the real world. I don't know what anything in the real world is. I don't know how to handle anything in the real world. And I don't know who thought I was ready for this. Like, I was full blown panic mode about anything. Should have seen me when it came to like driving when I first started driving without people in the car. Oh my God. So much panic. But yeah, I posted an entire anxiety video and forgot to say anything about social anxiety. But thank goodness I have loyal viewers that are willing to comment and straighten me the hell out and tell me that I'm being dumb as hell. And they are just the most loyal and wonderful viewers I could ever ask for. So thank you so much. And this has been my ramble for the day. I'm going to go and find something to eat and get ready for bed because I have work again in the morning. So, thank you so much for watching. Once again, leave a comment down below. Tell me your stories, and I will sit here and talk back and forth with you for untold amounts of time, probably until you get bored, because I'm not likely to get bored first. I thought my wife was out here, but it was my dog. So, I'm going to go. I'm going to entertain my dog. Bye, guys. See you in the next one.